Hey, y'all. I was standing at my kitchen window and the UPS man came up in the backyard and I had ordered some superior catfish. And so I'm thinking, is that my catfish? So I went out there and got it, and I'm going to open it in front of us because I want you to see how it comes to your house. This is how it comes to your house. It was UPS, and it just came, and it says perishable, open immediately. So I'm going to open it immediately. I'm excited. Y'all know how I love catfish. I was fixing to make an apple pie, and the truck drove up. It is it's 9:50 right now, so let's see what it looks like. Can y'all see okay? All right, here's our box. Here's a letter telling what I got. I got a 4-pound box of filleted catfish. A 4-pound box, it says. To Brenda Gantt. All right. All right, we see that they've got a big old cooler in here. Instead of pulling it out, I'm just going to cut down the size of this box. I think it's going to make it easier for me. All right. We'll have me a catfish fry, but not today. I got to make this apple pie I got out. But I'm going to be back on here. What I'll do is cut this video off, and then when I do fry the catfish, we're fixed to fry them. All right, let's see what I can do. All right, here we go. Let me put this out of the way. It's a nice cooler, I know that. Look at that, how thick it is. Look. What is that? You see that USA on it? Y'all see that? That's important. These things are grown right here amongst us in Mississippi. All right, we'll take the top off. See how thick that is? Look at that. I'm going to save this cooler. Got ice on top of it. And here's our box, 4-pound box in here. Oh, look what else is in there. How cute. Let me get it out. I'm going to get it out with some. Look at that. The little superior, it's a little catfish. Let me rinse him off. But anyway, that's how it comes. It comes to you frozen. Let me rinse him off so we can look at him, see his true color. That's a nice little stocking stuffer. Look at him. This catfish. I love catfish. All right, here's my 4-pound box of superior. Let's look and see what it is. The reason I like them is they're all frozen individually. That's a nice bag of fish right there. I'm not going to open this part because I'm fixing to put this in the freezer until I get ready to cook them, which will be a couple of days for me, but it's going to be in 2 or 3 minutes for you. Or just as soon as I turn this off, I'm going to put this in the freezer. And when I turn it back on, which will be just in a couple of days, we'll cook us some catfish and some hush puppies, and I don't know what else, but we're going to have a fish fry. So I'll see you in a little bit. Y'all, I'm throwing out our catfish in water. I've got 4 nice pieces in here, and I want you to look how pretty they are. Look at that. They're frozen. They come frozen. Nice big pieces. So I'm gonna let them thaw out. We're fixing to have us a fish fry. Our fish have thawed out. Are you as excited as I am about getting to eat some catfish? I love catfish, and y'all know I do. So here are our catfish, and they're thawed out. I put them in a colander. So I'm gonna take each fillet. Look at that thing. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna lay it in my pan right here. They're nice and thick too. I thawed out 4 pieces, but there was a bunch of pieces in that bag. But I thawed out 4. I'm going to salt them in my pan right here. And I'm going to do it on both sides. Like this. Get the other side. You know, I went to Macon, Mississippi and visited the Superior Catfish plant and their ponds. It is amazing. Let me rinse my hands off. It is amazing, y'all. I think they have, it's Macon, Mississippi is where it is, and I think they have, I thought he said 2,000 acres or something like that in ponds. Not in one pond, but just these little ponds all over the place. And so I got a tour of it. And so what I do, here's how I fry my fish. I've got me some vegetable oil over here in this thing. Turn it around a little bit where you can see over there in this pot. And I've got it on high right now. And what I'm taking is I've got a cornmeal mix. It's the White Lily, right like that, with the buttermilk, with a scarecrow on it. That's the one I use. It's a cornmeal mix. Now, here's the thing about it. If you want some it's just plain, it's just regular cornmeal mix, and this is what I like on mine. But if you want some seasoning on yours, what you do is you put your cornmeal in there, and then you can add seasoning if you like it. Like paprika is good on it. Or you may want some Cajun on it. I don't know what you want on yours. I like mine I want to taste the fish. That's what I want to taste. So anyway, what I do is I use the White Lily cornmeal mix. And I'll make sure that it is really coated good. I like mine coated really good in it. I want it totally white, like that. I've got us a platter out. I've got us a paper towel out. I just got out of the shower a while ago. What I did is all morning long, I have been mowing leaves. At the end of this video, when I post it, if I remember to do it, I will show y'all what I had on. I look pitiful. Oh, glory. Let me look to see what's happening over here to my grease. I'm going to give it just another little bit to heat up. And in the meantime, we're going to also make hush puppies. Now, do y'all make hush puppies? My children love hush puppies. And as a matter of fact, William, he likes them even if we don't have fish. If we have some kind of peas or something like that, or nothing, he'll say, well, you make me some hush puppies. So one day I told him, yes, I would. I said, but you're going to learn how to make them. That's what you're going to do. I'm going to teach you how to make these things. You need 1 onion. This is about a medium size. It doesn't matter what kind of onion you use either, because they're going to be cooked. About a medium size. And we're going to cut some skinny slivers. And my hush puppies look like little creatures. They got things coming out on them all over, and it looked like this little creature. So I sometimes call them creatures. So I'm going to do some skinny little strips like this, and all I'm doing is just going down like this, and you can see it. See how skinny they are? Let me show you. You take one of these and see how skinny. But you want them long. You want them long because that's what makes it good. It makes them look like little critters. the kids look in it and they try to figure out what their little critter looks like. And we like to dip ours in ketchup. Let me look now. Sometimes what I do is take a little bit of cornmeal and drop it in there and see what happens. It's about there, y'all. It's about there. Sometimes when we have fish, we have cheese grits. Sometimes we have French fries, and sometimes we have slaw. You know what we're having today with ours? Nothing. We're going to have hush puppies and fish, and that's it. That's what we're having. Hush puppies and fish. So let's see what happens here. Let me get y'all over here where you can watch. You need to come over here. Somebody said, I wish you'd quit moving around that kitchen and moving us everywhere. We want to, it takes up time with you moving that camera. Well, darling, I want you to get to see what's happening. If you don't like it, kind of just what you call scroll on. Instead of roll on, you can scroll on. All right, here's our grease, and I think it's fairly hot. I'm going to stick part of my fish in there and see what happens. Yep. All right, now I'm going to turn it down to about 7. We're going to put 2 of them in there. Boy. Now, don't put too much grease in your pan, because when you put your fish in there, you know, it's going to take up some space, so you don't want to cook it over. But you can always have your little, here's what I keep out. Some of y'all have seen it before, but I'll show the others that maybe have never seen it. Is this. And it doesn't need to be back that far either. I keep one of these in my cabinet. My son made this for me one time in Bible school. It's a fire extinguisher. That is baking soda. And if this were to catch a fire, you just reach your hand in there and throw it on it, and it immediately goes out. Some of y'all said, what does baking soda look like? Because y'all don't bake, so you don't know, do you? I'm going to get it out and show it to you. And you're not supposed to keep this above your stove, because if you did, then you'd have to reach through the fire to get it. That's baking soda. See, baking soda. And I just took this whole box. I've got a whole box in there, and it can get old. It doesn't matter. But this is my one I bake with right here, so I'm putting it back up. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, y'all. It is looking fine. They're so big that I'm just cooking 2 at a time. Now, some of y'all have a fish cooker that you can use, and y'all can do yours outside. And listen, I've been doing some things that I've been telling you would be good for Thanksgiving. And yesterday, you know, I made the lasagna, and I posted it. And I got some good ideas, and thank you. Some different kinds of cheeses that y'all use, and some of y'all are Italian, and some of you are married to Italians. And so I really got some great new ideas, and I love that, and thank you so much. That's what makes the world go round, that we can share and tell each other some of our things that we do, because we learn from that, and that is a good thing. So thank you. But anyway, let's see, what was I saying? I don't even know. What was I saying, y'all? What was I saying? See how good and pretty they look? Let me get my thing, pull it up just a little where you can see it. They're really easy to do, to have a fish fry. But if you have a turkey fryer, you could do it in that. And when Thanksgiving comes, when your people get there, Thanksgiving's always on Thursday, and then on Friday you eat your leftovers. You either have cream turkey over toast, or turkey gumbo, or turkey soup, or whatever, or turkey sandwiches. And then the next day will be Saturday, and y'all can have a fish fry. And you can go ahead and get your fish from Superior, and they'll send it to you. Y'all saw that big box mine came in. It comes UPS right to your door. And then I just stuck mine in the freezer till I got ready to use it. And then y'all could have you a fish fry. And if I were having a fish fry during Thanksgiving for a bunch of folks, here's what I'd do. I'd make a good slaw before they got there and have it in the refrigerator ready. A mayonnaise slaw. Of course, that's the kind I like. And then you could do the hush puppies for sure, because they're going to love these. And you're going to have that and your fish. And I think that's really all you need. Fish, hush puppies, and slaw. And some tea. And other than that, you don't need another thing. A lot of ketchup, and you might want to make some tartar sauce, which I think I showed y'all how to make that the last time I cooked these, which has been a while. I'm ready for fish. I like to have them every so often. I get tired of the same old. That's looking pretty done, y'all. I want them to stay in there and get crispy. So what's new? Tell me something. Or I wish that y'all would share a little bit more of my cooking. I feel like if you would just press that share button, I'd really appreciate it. I've noticed that some of you still share, and I'm so thankful that you do, and I appreciate that. Because I'm really trying to help people to cook, and when you share it, then that person you send it to, maybe they'll share it, and then they'll share it, and before long, everybody's seeing the video. Like yesterday was the lasagna video, and the day before that I did another one. All you got to do is go to Cooking with Brenda Gantt, and when it pops up, it'll say Chef, C-H-E-F, a little bit, it'll be real little, and it'll have 3 million some odd number followers, 3 million. And so that way you know you're on the right one. I think these are done, y'all. Let me get the other book. Oh, yes, they are. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That is gorgeous. When you're putting them on your platter, don't put them on this side. See how it holds grease? Turn it over like that so the grease can run off of it. Okay? All right, let me get the other two. I'm going to turn y'all off a minute because I'm going to call Hannah. Okay, let me get y'all back in your stand. I called Hannah. Come over here. Get you some fish. She said, let me get my clothes on. I just got out of the shower. All right, let's fry our other 2 pieces. These 2 will be for her. Put it in easy now, y'all. Put it in easy. All right, now nothing's wrong with this cornmeal that's in there. Not one thing. So we're going to use this plus some to make our hush puppies. So come back over here. While those are cooking, we're going to make us up a few hush puppies. There. All right, so what you want to do on your hush puppies, well, here's our whole onion. Get it and crumble it in here to separate all the little pieces. You want to separate them like this. Okay? Like that. Now, if your children don't like onions, they're going to love this. I'm telling you, they're going to love it. So I don't have much cornmeal in there at all. So I'm going to get some more and put it in there. And this little thing right here is a half a cup. So I'm going to fill it all the way up to a half a cup. Put it in there. I think that's going to be a plenty just for me and Hannah. All right, now I also use just a tad of flour, and that's to hold it together. So and I'm going to use self-rising. You can use plain if you want to. All right, let me show y'all how much I'm going to get. All right, this is a half a cup, you know, and I just filled it up like that. So this is about 1/4 of a cup. I don't want much in there. You're going to need 2 spoons that are kind of sort of the same size. All right, now we're going to add our buttermilk. Now, here's where you're going to have to watch what you're doing. You want it thick and not too runny. So we're only going to put in a little at a time. Just a little at a time now, y'all. And they're going to come out looking like little critters. If you pour too much buttermilk in there to start with, what you need to do is just put some more cornmeal in it if you put too much. I've got a recipe in the book that might help you. You just got to have it. I'm watching my fish over here. Boy, Mama could make some good hush puppies. To me, Uncle Pickens used to come over here and eat a lot with us, and he'd say, "Lord, I can make a meal off these hush puppies." He loved. All right, now see how the stuff is sticking to the onions. See that? It's not falling away from it. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want it to stick to it. And we're not rolling these in balls. Just a little more. We're not rolling them in balls. I know when y'all go out to eat, you probably get a hush puppy that's in a ball. I do too. I guess they're frozen hush puppies. I don't know what they are. Okay. Now when this fish comes off, we're going to cook the hush puppies in the exact same grease as we did the fish. And another thing you need to know is this. I saved my jug that the oil came out of. And when this oil cools, I'm going to pour this oil back in that jug, and I'm going to put it out there in my chest freezer that I've got to use for another day, because you know that oil is expensive. So I reuse mine. But here's something you need to know. I do not use fish oil for all my cooking. I'm going to cover this up a little bit, keep that warm. Here's the reason. When you fry fish in oil and you want to keep your oil, I'm going to tell you what you can reuse it for. You can cook cornbread, drop cornbread in it and cook cornbread in fish oil. You can do hush puppies in fish oil. You can do French fries in fish oil. And that's how you can use it. I wouldn't do a fried pie in this because it'd come out tasting like fish. I wouldn't fry chicken or chicken or pork chops in that. But I can fry the things that I told you. Fish, hush puppies, French fries, and some types of cornbread. So that's 4 ways you can use it. So don't throw it away. It's too expensive. It's just about ready. Let it cook a little bit longer. And we're gonna start dropping these in. And here's how we're gonna do it. I'll go ahead and show you. What you do is you take where's my other spoon? You take a spoon, and you don't want to put too much in there, y'all. Not because you want it done, but you want something kind of like that. About half of that spoonful is all you want, and it's fine for those to hang down, because that's your critter. And then you take this spoon and rake the hush puppy off into the grease, and that's all you do. It is simple, simple, simple to have a good fish fry. It's nothing to it. Matter of fact, let the men do it. Put them out there frying the fish. And you already got the slaw made, so the only thing you're going to have to do is the hush puppies. But those men, they have a tendency to make this giant hush puppy, and so it won't get done in the middle. So you need to be out there doing a minute and make them take it up if you do it outside. All right. This is doing really, really good. It's frying up really, really good. That UPS man, when he comes to my house, he sits everything on my back porch out here that we've ordered. It sits it on the back porch on that table. Well, I just happened to be at the kitchen sink when he drove around. And I saw him coming. I thought, I bet that's my catfish. So, I have a friend here in town that she is ordering her a whole box of the catfish like I got. And she's going to do it Thanksgiving. They're having that for their Thanksgiving dinner. They have a little cabin, and all the families come into the cabin, and they're going to get out and have a fish fry. Doesn't that sound fun? It sounds fun to me. But now, if you live alone, and you order these, you just cook you one fillet and maybe some fries with it. So, or if you got your husband, y'all can eat two. I plan on eating two of them. All right, so here we go. Now I'm gonna cut them up and put them on this platter right here. And remember, when you're taking them up, don't take them up like that. Turn them over so that the bowl part is facing down. So it drains real good. Isn't that pretty? You cook Hannah too and me too. Bay and Caper in college. Walt's at work, and Banks is at school. So it's just Hannah and me here. So that's the reason I'm cooking her too and me too. All right, now we're going to do our hush puppies. So get up a little closer where you can see. All right, here we go. I'm going to reach down and get a little bit, not much. See, about a half of that little spoon right there, and pop her in. And turn it up just a little bit. All right, and you could put several in there, okay? The reason you want a whole onion is you want everybody to have a critter. You get this person an onion. It works better when you deep fat fry, like I'm doing your fish and your hush puppies. I have pan fried my superior catfish. I have done that. And I liked it. But if you're cooking for a crowd, you really need to I'm going to tell y'all how much that one onion and 1/4 cup of cornmeal makes, okay? We're going to count our hush puppies. All right, that's all I can put in there. Let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 hush puppies in there. I'm going to cover my fish back up so they'll be goody. But look, I want you to look at them first before I cover them up. Now that looks like some good fish, and it is good fish. Their little company is in Macon, Mississippi, Superior Catfish, and it's not like one owner. In other words, all the little farmers out there have their catfish ponds, and they feed them well, and they work together to make the business successful. And I think that's really good that they're all coming together and working together to have the finest catfish for the nation. So I'm excited about it. I mean, you know, the only way I can buy catfish, well, I guess you could go catch them yourself, but I mean, I ain't got time to go catch catfish. And they're coming out of rivers. I don't know what they've eaten. I don't know anything about them. But I love catfish, and I love these. So it would make a nice Christmas gift for a relative that maybe you don't want to mail them a gift, but you want to have something. You could order some catfish and have it sent to their house and tell them it's coming. So make sure, you know, they're there. Of course, it's in that styrofoam cooler with ice and all that stuff. All right, I'm going to turn it over. I want you to see this, though. Come up here. Let me do like that. Now then, can you see that? I'm turning them over is what I'm trying to do. Wrong hand, wrong hand. Just turn it over to the other side. So we've got 1/2 cup of cornmeal, and we've got 1/4 cup of flour, just enough to hold it together. And we've got buttermilk and 1 onion. So if you're having some peas tonight, you may want to just make these, since you hadn't got any catfish yet. There you go. I've got these hush puppies have to be on a little bit higher temperature than the catfish, so I've got them on 8. They're on 8, okay? So Hannah and I are going to sit down at the table and enjoy our meal. That's what we're going to do. Y'all like my apron? I ain't even shown you my apron. Look. A turkey. A big fat turkey. Oh my goodness. It's pretty, isn't it? There's his little eyes. They've got some little buttons for his eyes. And a heart for his little mouth. And all of these are a different color. Well, no, some of them match, like those two. Yeah, they match. But isn't it cute? Somebody did some work, didn't they? That's Brenda's little, what does that say? I'm reading it backwards, y'all. Brenda's little turkey. Turkeys. Brenda's little turkeys. That's what it says. All right, y'all, these are ready. So I'm going to put these on top of the catfish like this, because that paper's there and I want them to drain, okay? I want them to drain a minute. Ooh, it popped out. And then I'm going to show y'all an individual one, but I got to put the others on first. All right, we've got 8 right here. I think that's what we counted. Just out of 1/4 of the cornmeal. All right, looks like we're going to have 7 or 8 more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Just don't do them too big, y'all. See how they swell up. 4. 5, 6, 7, 7. 8. And I probably could get, what do you think, maybe 2 more, 3 more out of that. That's what I've got left right there, that little bitty bit right there. So 8 and 8, 16. So you kind of got to guesstimate how many you're going to do. Now, if you were to say, well, I want, I know everybody will eat at least 3 or 4, so that'll help you decide. But if you get too much cornmeal in there compared to your onion, then cut up another onion. Now, here you go. I want y'all to see this, and I'll show you what I'm saying. See how, what does that one look like? It looks like a drummer. There's his head, there's his arm, and there's his drum, and he's beating it. See his little arm coming down there? And there's his foot. That's a drummer. All right, let's see what this one is. Let's just pick one up. What is that one? Kind of looks like a deer antler, but his head doesn't look like a deer, does it? Let's do another one. Looks like a boy with messy hair. That's what that one looks like. Let's get this one down here, see what he looks like. The children always have a fun, that guy looks like a fish. There's his mouth right there. He's got a big fat body. And there's his little tail. All right. So these need to be turned. Let me turn them over real quickly. He doesn't want to turn. He said, I'm not turning over. All right, Hannah, you better come on, girlfriend. They're about ready. All right, so I'm gonna take another paper towel and put on top of that one because I try to soak up the grease. So here's what I'm gonna do with these right here. I'm gonna leave my fish on one side of it. Let me see what I'm gonna do. All right, here are our fish. 4 fillets over there. There's something fell off. There are our hush puppies. Y'all, please share this. Please share it. The hush puppies on that side. Okay. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to put some more hush puppies right there. Oh, goodness, they're ready. Where's my picker-upper? I'm over here talking about cooking too long. Y'all like yours real brown? These are. I'm going to turn my grease off. I'm going to let it cool completely, and then I'm going to put it back in the jug that I just took it out of. And I'm going to freeze it. And the next time I cook fish, I don't have to buy grease anymore. And I'll do some french fries and hush puppies and all that stuff in it. I'm not going to cook that little bit right there. Hannah and I will never eat all what we've got cooked. I cooked way too many. But I didn't use much ingredients. You just think about it. I didn't. So if you want to season up your fish, do that. In other words, put whatever you like on in your cornmeal. If you want some paprika, if you want some onion powder, if you want some garlic, whatever you want. It's just that I like mine plain because I want to taste the catfish. All right, let me see if she's out here yet. She has arrived.
So nice to get an invite, to catch an invite.
That's right. Listen, Hannah, she's thinking, is my hair going to be like Mama's?
It is. And tomorrow, actually, is my hair day.
You going to get it
to get the gray covered up. My girls have told me that I'm not allowed to go gray until all 3 of them are married.
Oh, really? Is that
That's
what they
said? I don't know what the deal is. I guess they don't want me to be gray in their wedding pictures.
Well, what would they say if I dyed mine for the wedding?
Nobody's even getting married, so I don't know. I got a long time to go.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to keep going to the beauty shop.
That's right.
But what they do is they put a little bit of this in it and a little bit of that. So the gray is in there, but it doesn't show up so bad, does it?
Yeah, but I mean, they have to put color pretty much all over it now. I have so much gray. I'm white.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said I'm white-headed all over.
Oh, really? Well, she got everybody food, y'all.
She puts color on the back, too, so that
Turn around, let's see the back.
wear my ponytail under
Yeah.
there, and it doesn't show.
It looks pretty, though, darling. It looks pretty. Well, whatever they did it right, didn't they?
That's my miss.
Andre told me the other day, said, now, Brenda, right here in the back, you've got some gray. Now, you can't go gray. You needed some cream color mixed in with that back there. You don't need to be gray-headed. You can be white, but you can't be gray.
Well, Andre knows it all, I guess. She's
a
a color expert.
Yeah, she is. All right, so I've already shown them this. Now, tell them what these are.
I mean, I call them hush puppies, but
They look like little critters, don't
yeah,
they?
they do, because Mother puts so much good onion in them.
Yeah, y'all, if you don't put the
Onion
onion...
looks good.
All right, well, get your plate. I'm going to put you one on there. I'm going to pick it up for you. I've carried all my other stuff over to the... All right, get you some hush puppies. And here's some ketchup. You carry it to the table.
Let me just taste a piece. I don't want to taste it.
Is it? Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's fine.
Isn't it
Mama.
good? And show them up close the white of that meat. Because, y'all, that is some good meat right there.
Good for you, too.
Yes, it is. It's good for you. Fish. They tell us to eat more of fish anyway.
This is what you need to do if you've got family coming in for Thanksgiving holidays. Have you said that?
Great minds think alike. That's what I told them. Get out in the yard. And
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the South, it's still warm enough to be outside anyway and have a big fish fry for everybody when they come in.
That'd be something different. It's something that they don't normally have. Julie and them were thinking about doing that at the cabin. They thought, she said, I think we're going to have it for Thanksgiving Day. We just have a fish fry.
It's something different you could get you maybe a few raw oysters to go with it.
Oh, no. I do that, but I've never even tasted a raw oyster.
Really?
No. And
What
I've been
is
over
wrong
her house
with
when she
you?
had them. I don't know. Y'all never said, do you want a bite? So I didn't take a bite, I reckon.
Delicious. It's
Right.
so good, Mama.
Well, thank you, darling. All right, so let me fix my plate. And listen, I'm going to put a link in there, and y'all be thinking about who's coming for Thanksgiving. You may need to get you some. Of course, they could just get one out and cook it. Like if you were at home today by yourself.
I do a lot of times. We have to keep the catfish fillets, and so a lot of times
You'll just get out.
I do one and just do it in butter with rosemary. You know, you've seen me do
Yes,
it.
and and she invited me over one time, and we took that and pan fried it in butter.
Yeah,
And
it's not even really like frying it though, but I guess it is kind of like it.
Well, it's
but
just
it's just
kinda
butter,
cooked.
no oil.
And she's got a beautiful rosemary bush, and she just cuts that rosemary off and puts it in there. It was delicious.
I brown it with the butter for a little bit, and then put that catfish in there, and then I empty the cast iron skillet, the drippings back over the fish, and just cook me one for lunch because I'm there by myself.
Yeah, I told me
Unless
everybody
somebody's
gone.
coming.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we're gone. We're gonna eat our lunch. Talk to you later.
Glad I
Bye.
got to see y'all.
I'm glad.
I hear stories about y'all. Mother tells me all these wild tales that people say, and I think she's making half of it up.
I am not.
She tells me, I got so many followers, and I just talk to people all over, and you just wouldn't believe it, Hannah.
I know I got some. Y'all are sweet people. I know that.
That's what she says.
And somebody said, it looks like you're talking to us when you're in that camera. Well, I am. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I hope you're listening.
Y'all are her friends, and she loves y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Talk to you later.